What's up, everybody? Let's Talk Jets Radio. Hope you guys are doing well. Quick video here, late night. Finished up Flight 2022 a few days ago, but meaning to do a video. Can't say enough about the Jets, their production team, and how they put that thing together. So much great access behind the scenes for free agency, the draft, all the player evaluations, the build up to the Jermaine Johnson trade. That was pretty cool to see. So really well done by them. Biggest takeaways for me, it starts with Joe Douglas, just having that leader at the top. The way that him and Saleh work together, valuing the same thing, character, the right football guys, it's so important. And you look at so many of the past regimes that we've had. Idzik and Rex, that was a forced marriage, and then you had Bowles and McCagnon, that was pretty much the same thing. Then he hires Gase, gets fired. I mean, it was a complete mess, and it's nice to see that you have the GM and the head coach both on the same page, working together, same vision, same goal. And you give Douglas a lot of credit for making that hire, too. I remember at the time when, we were going through all the candidates, you had Peterson in the mix and all these other guys that Joe Douglas had some familiarity with, but ultimately he did go with somebody that shared the same kind of vision that he had for how he wanted to build this team. And you watch the process. Everything is so thorough, so detailed. He gives everybody a voice in the room as far as, the scouting department, what they look for in free agency, the draft. Everything's about culture, the right football guys, the right attitude, the right work ethic. They place such an emphasis on that. Almost every single conversation at some point goes back to what kind of person are we bringing into this locker room. So I think that's huge. And the more and more you watch Saleh also, you can see his comfort level just growing. I remember, the first half of last year, we got on him a little bit because it seemed like, he wasn't exactly comfortable. He wasn't being his true self. You'd see him on the sidelines when the team was getting their doors blown off, and he wasn't really showing any emotion. And then the second half of the year, it just seemed like, a light bulb went on, something clicked, and we saw the true Robert Saleh come out. And since then, every time that he talks, everything that he says, it resonates. And you can see how a young player, would look up to him, would be motivated by him. That he has your best interest in heart, and I think that goes a long way. His energy is absolutely infectious. It goes throughout the room when he talks. He's got the command of the whole room. And really the entire coaching staff I thought was pretty impressive throughout the video. You go to Middleton and the message that he was sending to a lot of the young guys at the Senior Bowl. Even Ulbrich, I thought the fact that he showed some humility and accountability for not adapting the system to what certain players do well last year, just admitting that I think was pretty important. And the star of it, I think, was LaFleur. The more and more you hear him talk, I'm like, it's only a matter of time before this guy's going to be a head coach, probably within the next 2 or 3 years. He just gets it. And the way he explains things, the way he breaks it down, I think it's in a way that young guys can understand. And his system, it clearly, in year one, it was pretty innovative. Multiple quarterbacks were able to succeed with it. Now you add some weapons to it. You add 2 tight ends. I can only imagine what he's going to, think up this year. So I'm excited about that. And then listening to Zach Wilson talk also, you see him all beefed up by the time we get to episode 5. That was pretty cool. But seeing him, break down film, the way he talks about the offense, it's clear that he's starting to understand things a little bit more. You hope that in year 2, things start to slow down a little bit. He's able to process things a little bit faster. I think he's ready to take that next step. I like that the organization was reaching out to him as far as, what kind of receiver do you want in the draft, or which of these guys do you like. I think that is important to give your quarterback a voice. It's clear that he's taking on a leadership role as well, which you kind of had no choice to do in New York as a quarterback, but it's nice to see that he's embracing that. So all in all, it just seems like there's a different vibe in that building right now. There's so much energy, and I think there's so much belief that they are finally putting the pieces in place that are ultimately going to turn this thing around. So hope you guys enjoyed. Talk to you later.